Hey guys, just came back from the store, here to talk about my mixtape and stuff. Well, new mixtape came out today, Great White. I've been working on it for a little while. Or I've been planning on working on it for a little while, but it's real, I like it, it sounds good to me. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I just wrote it about like what was going on in my life, what was going on in my mind, and I kind of just let it out. I think it's cool. If you like it, let me know. Just, something new, something to do on the side, a whole nother story to tell. But I wanted to talk about stuff. There are some people who have it all in the world, and there are some people who have nothing. There are some people who have nothing that get it all, and then there are some people who have it all and then end up with nothing. And in my case, I was the person who had it all and ended up with nothing. And I want to ask myself, or I want to ask you, why? Why do you think that is? And I've only come up with one conclusion. It's when you get in a place where you're comfortable with having things, and you're like one of these, people who has some form of destiny or some form of importance in this universe. Like when you get comfortable, you can't have it. You can't have it all. You get it taken. If you're meant to be something greater, you're meant to be something bigger, and you're just sitting there. Why do you think the Kardashians have done nothing in their lives and are still rich, still famous, still publicized, and have basically done nothing for the greater good of humanity? That's just how I feel. You don't have to listen to me, but that's how I feel. There are a whole lot of people who have a lot, don't do anything, and live lives where they have it all. Why? Because they don't have it inside of them to be something greater than the greats or something larger than life. So personally, I've been reflecting on why my life has become this way. So I want to take you back to high school in the 12th grade. I was at a point where I was very comfortable in life. I was basically in the one relationship that mattered to me. I had a whole lot of clout locally. I was making music, but I wasn't really thinking about anything other than myself. What made me happy? How could I get some money? How could I do this? How could I do that? That's what it was all about. I really, at that time I wanted to be a music therapist, but I really did not have the greater good of humanity in my mind. And there were some people, I saw this girl in my school, she grossed me out. She said, I'm going to be a psychiatrist because psychiatrists can make all this money. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? But me, I was like, yo, I want to be a music therapist because I do music and I care about people. But I didn't have the greater good in my mind until I got older and went through life. It was crazy. But yeah. And so I lost it all. Over time, I lost it all. I lost that relationship. I lost that comfortable feeling of being able to record the music I wanted to record. I lost the clout. And the crazy thing is, bro, a bum, when I was basically the most poppin' in my little area, one of the most poppin' in my little area, Eminem came down there and signed this disgusting roach looking man named Conway when I was the most poppin', and Conway was max 300 plays on SoundCloud. Then another Lil Lappy came about. I wonder who that is, but they think that he's the greatest artist of all time. Some people will say so. He came along and made so much money and got so famous. And then there was me. I signed a bad little deal, and I got trapped for a couple of years and it really went nowhere and lost some music in the process. But I lost it all, you know. And 2 years later, lost even more. My depression kicked in. And then I was like, all right, there's something I need to think, you know? You can only get hit so many times until you realize that, all right, I need to reevaluate. All right, I need to come to some form of conclusion or some form of realization. You know, you have to find reality. You have to find something. Because I keep getting hit in the face again and again and again and again by God, you know. And I think God is like some type of like black dude in the hood because he takes things away and he obviously has some form of sense of humor. Like, but that's what it is. I lost it all. So let's say that. I ended up coming to a series of realizations through different relationships that I was in when I was in Arizona. I came to a series of realizations. You know, it sucked. I had to sit there with my depression. I had to sit there and live with the fact that I was basically nobody. I had no type of money. I had nothing, you know, and I didn't even have any form of sanity or anything to hold on to. But over time, I got angrier. I started thinking about how can I be a better musician because this guy is on top and he's just spitting regular flows. Like Conway is not like coming up with like cool music or groundbreaking music. He just gets on the beat and raps. And he's probably a millionaire, you know. He's not like top lyricist of the year, you know, but he's a millionaire. And here I am, a bum with nothing to my name. So I started coming to realizations. I started through these relationships, I started to love myself and realize how much I was worth and different things I should avoid, different people I should avoid, ways that I should interact with people and interact with situations, and it really built me up into a leader. And over time, I developed, I don't know, the greater good was in my mind. You know, it gradually entered my mind, and I said, this is how I can improve the greater good with music, with being a rapper, you know. And it wasn't about, you know, let's rap and say some positive stuff. I could be like Tupac. No, it was like, yo, let me make music about big booty women and get like money from it and like do the right things with the money, you know. So it's kind of like that, you know. I started seeing more and more ways of how I could progress this little society that I was in, like in every possible way. But, you know, when I was comfortable, I didn't think of anything. I was comfortable, you know. Like, I was comfortable just doing the same thing every day, living the same life, thinking about the same things. But when you become uncomfortable, your fight or flight response kicks in. When you become uncomfortable, you know. So, that's why you always got to do what you can with what you have. You know, it's these white women with like 800,000 followers on Instagram and like they get in like 500 likes a picture, and I'm like, yo, like do something other than OnlyFans. Like create a cause. Give ideas towards a foundation or organization that's trying to help, you know, communities. Come up with something new. Give yourself to something with what you have, because right now I'm doing everything that I can as a person to get into the position to advance society, with basically nothing. I really don't have like any money. I am not emotionally depending on anyone. I don't have that, that person to emotionally depend on. And I don't have any type of clout. Like, I can release the best thing ever. And I swear to God, some of the music that I've released has been like from another world. But I could release whatever and nobody would care on the planet, basically, except you watching this video right now. And I'm trying to work, now that I've come to realize, all of these things through losing everything that was of value in my life. I was able to come up. I was able to build myself mentally, and build my spirit with that, and be a better musician overall, And now that I have all of that, I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to get my voice back. I'm trying to get my health back. I'm trying to get some clout. I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to be a part of, positive causes. That is what I'm trying to do now. But if I never lost it all, I would not care. If I still had everything that I had senior year of high school, I can guarantee you I would be like, I wouldn't care about anything. I really wouldn't. I would just be in college, just living life and get out and like be like a dentist or something crazy and, do nothing, be nothing. Just let this earth keep spinning on the finger that it's spinning on. It's important that you really think about what you have. It's important that you really think about your potential and the potential of this world or the potential of this America. It's very important. You think about that. You grow, you realize things, you come to these realizations. You just become an all-around better person, just off the muscle. So you don't have to lose everything to learn these things. If you are one of those people who is eligible to lose everything, because if you're a bum, like if you're, I don't mean a bum, but if you're like a person who really at the peak capacity can't do anything to help this world, you're probably not going to lose anything. You can literally just like go to the strip club every day and throw money and get high, like literally every day, and be fine, and still have millions of dollars. Like, you'll be fine. But you'll never know who you are. That's the scary thing about it. You may have it all, and you may lose it, and you may not even know. You may not even know that you are at risk for losing your possessions. It's crazy, But now that I know, and now that I appreciate that, and I respect, the series of terrible, 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 terrible events that happened to me, I'm gonna move forward, I'm gonna try to become something more from that. I'm gonna try to get back everything I had and then give back everything I get to a good cause. To a good cause, But I had to get to an all-time low to do that. And this is so redundant, but it is what it is. So basically, I just encourage you to listen to my new mixtape. I'm joking, but I encourage you to reflect and ask yourself, like, what do I have? What don't I have? What does this mean? What does that mean? How do I go forward? That's what we're on this earth to do. We're on this earth to progress. If someone asked me what is the meaning of life, it's to keep progressing until we don't have to do anything. Keep progressing till we all have food, we all have water, we all have shelter, we all have money, we're all lit, we all, like, none of us have to work, none of us, to get to a utopia, and everything be perfect. That's the point of life. We're basically building blocks that build off of each other in a technological sense and in a philosophical sense. That's what we're on earth to do. Invest in technology and in ourselves. Simple. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I've been repeating myself for like 15 minutes. But, yeah, check out my mixtape. Stay alive, stay happy, stay blessed, and take care of yourself.